EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Let's go now. 42, 18 data, 18 data. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Go. Buzz. Be ready. Be ready. Mike, 40.
On 1st down, Beckwith. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Exit.
From the 22, Brissett. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Motion. Reset. Mike 42.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Watch the slant. Hey, Mike's 42. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
On third down, Beckwith. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
That's a good shot.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On the set. Mike 42, check. Mike 42. Army. Huge on Booker.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Yeah, I'm going to lose one. Mike, head, Jim. 42. Go. Too little, cut. Mike 42. Come on, D. Mike 42. Let's go. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike 42.
First down, Brissett. He gets it to Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Whip.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check 25.
On second down now. Beckwith, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Chargers first down.
Let's go! Time on! Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
It's second and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Here's second and 8. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll drop the throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check, Mike 42. Don't get nervous.
On 2nd down, Beckwith. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Benjamin's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Get him, boy.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Number 12. Lock number 12. Single, single. Single, single.
2nd and 3. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. Going deep for Benjamin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brissett. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Ready? Check my 45. Here we go, D. Bang, 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 bang. Eddie Wilson. Go. Get him. You got it. Check 45 to Mike.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd down now, Beckwith. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
What's tight end? 4 down. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. Going deep here for Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Allen, the intended receiver. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Check 45 to mine. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brissett. And he's got his man on the out route. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run on first down. Beckwith, and some room to roam now. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. They'll run it now out of the gun. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
They go with the option on 4th down, left side, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. throw. Brissett. That's complete to Robinson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mike 42, Mike 42. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 42, Mike 42.
Brissett from the gun on third. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
47 Mike, 47. Double dog. That's the way. 47's the Mike, 47's the Mike. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
Looking to throw. Going deep for Benjamin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Check my 15. 15. Check my 15. They gonna need some therapy after this. Switch. Check hot route. Hot. 2-6. Mike 15. Hey, watch the slant. 49. Check 49. Watch that.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
They should have known, baby.
They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Check 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beckwith. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Mike's 42. Yeah. Shift. Watch the shift.
Now a give right side. Beckwith. And he'll go backwards. Losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 18-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. I got it. Alert 3. Alert 3. Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill. Switch gears. Out.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to launch this thing, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 1st down, Beckwith. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. They'll keep it on the ground. Beckwith. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. What's good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Let's go. Come on. Orbit.
From the 44, Brissett. He's going to loft one. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Chargers first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Saints 52.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brissett looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2nd and 14. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey. 4 down. Under crunch. Hatch it. Echo.
They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville, and it was the Jaguars who were able to come away with a victory there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line. Today's final score, Saints.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you